And we have 120 versus FoCuS. Once again, here is your bracket for this league, for this group. TH is already one step closer to the finals. Top 2 advance. And now it's between 120 and FoCuS to take the next spot in the winner bracket final. Here are your 2 players for this. 65% win rate versus 120, man. That is surreal. How many games did they play? I have to look that up real quick. Both are great in this matchup. 60% win rate against Orc, 67 against Under. And that includes Happy, so don't take that too easy on FoCuS' side. Oh, wait. There you see it. And let me look this up on warcraft3.info. Great page for statistics and such. 15 maps, and FoCuS is ahead. 9-6. Can he repeat that success and face TH later this week or next week? We will see. We also have great new contributions to the stream. Thank you very much, Pudgy, for the first time sub. Mikey PX resubbing for 7 months. Pudgy, oh no, resubbing for 4 months it is. Thank you. Or did you sub twice? I don't know. And we have donations, all that esports money coming in. Mikey PX with his signature $5 donation. I can't thank you enough for everything you do for us. And Master Debater 007 with 30 euros. Neo, thank you for your professional coverage of the Invitational and of course for keeping the dream alive as you guys do on Back to Warcraft. A pleasure! Oh man, this makes me blush. Thank you very much, man. Daily goal reached already and close to 2,000 viewers here already. This is looking good for Warcraft stream in 2018. This year is gonna be hot, as you all know. But here we go. Overlay is fixed, and the Blade Master will of course be the hero. Going for a FoCuS creep. FoCuS, as I call him now, the Noozer card. Always up there, always in finals, but never winning a big tournament. Can he do it this time? His shape certainly looks okay. Getting Boots of Speed early, and that will be a pain in the ass for the DK, as he can continuously harass him. 1 burrow attack, 2nd burrow coming up here, and 120. How is his shape currently? He won the Super GCS, but apart from that, for month and month and month, he's in a slump. Eliminated in the group stage of GCS Winter. And in general, apart from this one offline tournament, he seemed pretty weak for his standard, obviously. Usually he should be able to beat FoCuS, but as we saw, the statistics speak against him. I like how this Grunt is scouting constantly, and the Blade Master's in for the next harass. Only 4 skeletons, no Fiend yet. So last time those 2 meet was in Holtz Cup in September. FoCuS won. FoCuS on a 2-0 win streak against him. And this coil was important to get this experience. And the item, 2nd circle, would have been disastrous for him. But as I said, with boots, the Blade Master can do whatever he wants. 60 movement speed boost from this item. He sells them. For what? Second circlet. Okay.
Players' forces are under attack.
Remo is in anger. Seeing this. Oh, we also won EWCL. Yeah, that's true. Well, that was 120 playing at his weakest, I guess, in EWCL. But the Undead getting level 2 here despite the Grunt harass. And only a ring for FoCuS here. Tier 2 is finished. Shadowhunter, Beastery. Does have the resources for it. Slow start, as it always is the case in this matchup. But DK got level 2, and that's the most important part, I think. To be able to run away from the Blade Master without boots. 10% movement speed boost on his Fiends. But that cost some time. That certainly cost some time. But I like how both players are scouting here. Sending out... Oh. I was a little too early with my prediction. This is a Spirit Lodge build. So Walker's before tier 3 tech, if he's going to tech tier 3 at all. Non-meta play by FoCuS. And enough energy is going to be nice for the Shadow Hunter, obviously. Want more experience, but the Blade Master is coming in. This Fiend looks juicy. And tier 3 is on the way. Yeah, no tech. The thing is, the Spirit Link is amazing. You know it from other matchups. This spell is amazing, just takes time. Ooh, boy. Can he stutter step this down? If he kills the Slaughterhouse, this is a major pick up for him, and he cancels it. Statues delayed. I think this is becoming more and more common in Warcraft in general to kill the tier 2 buildings once they're up. This goes for Night Elf versus Human. This goes, of course, for Night Elf versus Orc. And now FoCuS is bringing it into Orc versus Undead. What was I talking about before? Spirit Walkers, yeah. But once the Destroyers are up, it's just free mana and basically free XP. As the magic damage just devours them. Lots of Windwalks. But he can't really put it to good use. WFC is creeping, 1-0 is creeping in the middle of the two positions. This should never go to the Undead with all the map control that the Orc has at early tier 2. But he's going for the Slaughterhouse again. This time there's not enough damage as the progress is too big. So Raiders out, Ensnare ready, tier 3 tech now. Usually you would see a tier 3 tech before the lodge and then a late transition once he sees that there's Banshees coming. Haven't seen too many Banshees, to be honest, from 1-0. Again, this Gargantuan Sea-Tail will take forever until he has the orb. But Lich is there, Frost Armor is here, more defense, and that makes the life of a Blade Master a lot harder. You see the slow, he's not revealed at the moment, so maybe he can steal this one. Or it would be level 3. He cannot allow him, or early backstab, way too early backstab, and he sacrifices, kills it with a coil. And got the item with Parry. So FoCuS not on point with this one. I wonder what kind of glitch that was. But he bought the time for the Shadow Hunter to be 3. And gets the War Mill now. These fights now will be incredibly hard for 1-0. The Lich has no Nova. It has only one statue, no Destroyer up yet.
Player's forces are under attack.
And he has to fight Ensnare and Spirit Link and Hex and Heal Wave. So you see, it's not gonna be that easy. But the Blade Master is not high damage, doesn't have a claw, is not level 3. Going for the Lich immediately. Frost Armor dispelled. But whoa, dodges the shot with Ethereal Form. Well done. He's backed against the corner. The creeps are helping FoCuS. And I think 1-0 is kind of falling apart here. He fights better than he's supposed to. Kills another grunt. And he can just walk away, I guess, with one lost fiend. Is there another coil? Yes, there is. Does he want to use it? Nope. Critical Strike arrives early. He wants to save this one.
Player's forces are under attack.
He was not supposed to survive this fight. Not at all. Raid is storming forward. Good follow-up attacks. 1-0 is quick with his Frost Armor. But in the end it seems to be too much. Damage is well spread. Still no Destroyer for the Dispel. The upgrade is finished though. Also no Nova. Next statue coming in. There it is finally. There's not too much anti-air here, despite the Ensnare. So he can finally dispel it. Trades a grunt for a fiend. That's only one fiend remaining. And the heroes are full health, thanks to the SH of course, who still has the Wand of Mana Stealing. Could easily apply it to the Lich. Haha! Dispel against the skeleton, escapes from a surround, well done. High level Undead Orc, this is what we see here. But yeah, this is the turnaround in this game. This is where the momentum swings. With the Dispel. Constant Orb of Annihilation.
Forces are under attack. And
there's no reason at the moment to have walkers. There's no Howl of Terror. There's no evasion. Not evasion, curse. But TC is out as well. No Orb of Lightning yet. No Tiny Great Hole yet. He is kind of short on lumber. Goes for Headhunters and Reinforced Defenses. Still no Pit Lord. Still no Dark Ranger. He has the resources though. Is parked against this. He wants a higher level Lich. Quite obvious. Okay, it's a Dark Ranger. Very, very rare to see 1-0 go for Pit Lord. Happy and WFZ play him way more often. What's the item here? Oh, it's a Claws plus 12. Good, good, good boost for the critical strike, and I can only imagine he goes critical too. Because there's not too much left on the map except the 2 red spots at the bottom, but that costs a lot of time to get there. Heal potion, decent against it. There's no Temple of the Damned in this base. Not a Sacrificial Pit, so there will be vision for him with the Shade. If he survives this, 50 supply against 50, 800 gold for 1-2-0. That's a lot. And expansion is coming up. Lin style, towers and shop before the expo. And he's buying time already. So crit level 2 or not. Yes it is, 168. Uses 1 Raiden. Nice stomp there, hitting 3. But he doesn't have the DK, so there is Coil. Destroyer still healthy. Double level up for 3 and 2. So that's Nova level 2 finally. He does have mana for 1 ward. Nah, silence wasn't too great. Only hits the TC. He finally has some space to fight the TC. Lord, look at this micro. He's killing so much. This block from the DK was glorious! And he saves the Lich as well. This was so well done. Next Storm coming through. And I think we answered the question in what shape 1-2-0 is. He didn't lose too much at all, and FoCuS is down to 40. Raiders all gone. Kodo gone. So he's down with his walkers. That's it. The walker and the Kodo.
Forces are under attack.
The tower is up, but there's no expansion, and this gives the bottom to 1-2-0. And high level undead heroes are a plague to all orcs. Upgrades on the units as well. Plus, what's the item here? Robe of the Magi. Lich is becoming a damage dealer as well. Don't underestimate him. Never ever. TC has no items. Only 1 invul potion.
Are under attack.
He invested a lot into this tiny Great Hall. That was... should be FoCuS's weakest timing. One to 0 is breaking upkeep. Has good levels. And 2 destroyers up. I don't like his army composition. Because it's very... like, it lacks variety and casters, but this could be huge! Nice silence! Oh my god! Only the Shadow Hunter not... I think he dispelled it, right? Level 3 on the Dark Ranger, and again, he gets the Kodo super duper early. Heal wave against this as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's not a big level up coming for FoCuS. 3 destroyers now. 60 supply for the UD. And 4.5. Man. The inventory is looking nice as well. Of course, the Watch Award and the item are already gone. Not the Tome of Experience, which doesn't drop. I don't know about this tech tree of FoCuS, but if he survives long enough, the expansion will pay off at one point. Plus the Blade Master is a beast with plus 21. Lich level 4 now though can devour the skeletons and get more mana. And as I love... oh, that was a stomp of heaven! Hitting everything! But there's a counter FoCuS invul potion, he has a coil, and another big one! Wow, this TC gets a Medal of Honor afterwards. But now he's in the middle of everything and it's getting focused. No healing for him! And he dies. Shadow Hunter wasn't able to heal him. Must have been on cooldown or something as the heal wave is rattling through now. And he picked the Kodo again. -4 armor. Destroyers have the upper hand. And he gets them again. Third time that he snacks the Kodo instantly. Needs to survive with what he has. FoCuS. In trouble. In deep trouble. GG! That is too much. The undead army is too big and he was right not going for Banshees. He was right not going for Pit Lord. The overwhelming mass of destroyers helped him in the end. Also, good silences. We saw what the Storms can do. They were great. But on the other hand, we had good silences from the Dark Ranger. That was the counter to it. And so it's 1-0 for the undead. Again, we've seen this before. And in the end, WFC still lost it. Let's see if 1-0 can do it better. Greetings from Leipzig. Thank you, man. Greetings back. I heard Leipzig is becoming the trendy city of Germany. And that you guys have a good music scene going on. But why is he going for walkers? If you know that your opponent is not a big fan of Banshees and not a big fan of the Pit Lord, why would you delay your tier 3 on purpose? I mean, the mid game was good, but it wasn't like he got the biggest advantage. And then he invested 700 gold into this tiny Great Hall. I don't know. But the fighting skills of 1-0, man, they are on point today. As it seems. Sometimes he's lacking in micro and the stakes aren't that high. Today he's there. Let's go for map number 2. It is Amazonia, FoCuS's pick. There it is. Of course, if you're a subscriber to our channel, you get all the replay packs into your Twitch inbox via Dropbox. So if you want your own camera control and watch how the pros play, feel free to leave a sub. Helps us to cast more, helps us to pay the bills. I'm moving next month, man. It's so expensive. Holy shit. But, I mean, I knew that before. If somebody lives in Hamburg and wants to help me, feel free. But, yeah, this is FoCuS fighting uphill now. Amazonia is an okay map, I feel, for both. You can get Berserkers here for later, so you're not that reliant on your own headhunters. That's definitely better for FoCuS. Creeping. Both can creep well, I guess. I wonder if we see 1-0's mercenary camp creep, where he lures the creeps away and just snipes the wizard to get the big item. Because there's only 2 vamp aura spots here on this map. Those 2 mercenary camps. And that could be damn great. Where are you moving? 1 street further. Because my flat is so loud in the evening. Like, I'm living at Reeperbahn, Red Light District, Party District. And it's really loud. And I can't stand it anymore because I'm like, sober most of the time at the weekends. And so I'm moving 1 street further, where it's like a 2nd row flat, so you don't hear anything. And you're still in the middle of everything. That's good. Thank you, Platin89, for the sub. 6 months, man. 6 months well spent, he says. Congrats to your new sub badge. Yeah, and the flat is just way better. We have a terrace. And I'm moving in with my 2 best friends, so that's good.
Players' forces are under attack.
So, creeping starts. Level 1.5 on this Blade Master. Killed the scout, I guess, but he's not harassing this at all. So Blade Master can climb up to level 2. Tier 2 tech has started, and he's just... he is a little behind FoCuS' tech, but 1 borrow tech, what do you want to do against it?
Players' forces
And it's FoCuS doing this creep. Alright, of course possible with Orc as well. You do take quite a beating on this grunt, but as long as it's still okay. But with the Magi again, we see this for the 2nd time. Oh boy, this is close. Pulls the aggro with the Blade Master and can heal him up. The grunt took more damage than he wanted to, so he can't heal him up with 1 self anymore.
Players' forces are under attack.
And so, at first, it's a lot of Windwalk and way more map control for the Blade Master that way, with this item. And all he wants, for now, is to keep the DK from level 3, and I think it's working very, very fine. He snipes the 2nd one again.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is, again, big damage on a grunt. But he still has 2 heal selves left, so it's okay. And with the Berserker, it's even easier. Scourge Bone Chimes, there it is! The best item for Orc in every matchup. Mana Steal.
A player's forces are
Not Mana Steal, Health Steal. And since everything is melee, this affects almost everything. This is level 3, so... Windwalk level 2. He's gonna be so annoying. 3 Windwalks remaining. But the DK is level 3, and that's all that 1-0 wants. FoCuS is too late! And he drops sentry wards. How about lifesteal? Yeah, exactly. Lifesteal it is.
a player's forces are under attack.
So tier 2, this time he goes immediately to tier 3. No lodge. Vamp Aura is not good for Undead versus Orc, or for Orc versus Undead, you think? I think it's great. It's one of the best. It is maybe the best. I mean, it is better when you have Spirit Link working for you, obviously. But still. It's not as good, but it's still fantastic. So, Lich is out, tier 3 is there, doesn't have the orb.
A town is under siege.
And he has a sacrificial skull in his bag. What is he up to? Few hexes coming out, he's trying to surround the DK. No, way too much damage. Way too much damage! Coil, is it ready? No, he denies it though. Bestest boots of Berthalas. Depends on your army, but and on the items a little bit. But yeah, if you go a heavy Berserker style like FoCuS, you might be right. In general, like Unholy Aura is never a bad item. So, very, very unusual play by 1-0. attacking the base before tier 3 is finished, so there's no reinforced defenses, and he keeps him supply stuck at 40. So this... Oh, Zapper, speed scroll. He cannot defend him, can he? He can! Oh my god, what a reaction pulling this Acolyte up front. This could have been the revenge, but 120 says no. Speed scroll Zapper's not working. What a reaction by 120. Insane. Just insane. And here comes the towers. Tier 2 tower push from the Undead. That's the reason, of course, he is not tier 3. That's why he has no orb. We've seen this before. By Infi versus TH. It did work on Churnrock. Maybe he's inspired by that. Blade Master kind of low. Has the Orb of Lightning now. But he can't build units. He is supply stuck for such a long time. Can 120 buy the time for the towers. He's just right clicking the Blade Master. There's no healing anymore. Because there's Hex and no heal wave. So this is the timing now. Kills the Raider. Doesn't get this Fiend in return, but it takes the focus as there's no coil anymore to hit the Blade Master. Now there's heal wave. This tower is almost finished. Good experience for the Orc though. Very, very good. He's trying to surround. Yeah, kind of. He was going for the grunt, but still this works. Oh, whoa, whoa. What a disaster for FoCuS. The tower is up. He's not supply stuck anymore, that's the good thing. But not because he rebuilt the burrows, but because his army is gone. And now there's no shock anymore as well. A demonstration of force, shades of TD. And an Undead versus Orc play of 120 that we have never seen before. Even a shop coming now. The Douyu tower is... Yeah, this position is fortified. For sure. He has 3 Fiends. If he gets a statue with this, it's even better. But I don't think there's one... No, there's no slaughterhouse here.
Town is under siege.
Saves the Fiend for now, but it's a surround. It's 3 damage though. It's a counter surround on this Blade Master. He has no mana anymore, and the Blade Master falls! Heal wave arrives too late. Level 2 on the Lich. GG, the tower rush worked. And what a disaster for FoCuS. Unbelievable. This is what you get when you tech to tier 3 greedily and as fast as you can. It doesn't work all the time, but if you're caught by surprise and you do not prepare against this, then an Undead Tower Rush can be very powerful. He had the Berserker from the bottom right, so it's not like he was without chances. And what a revenge from this EWCL game. And the streak of FoCuS is broken. And now it's 4-4 in matches and 9-8 in maps. So the matchup is even again. I was very surprised that the Acolyte survived for so long. That is not supposed to be that way. Not at all. But okay. Good to see that Douyu Super League starts off well with a 2-1 of TH and a 2-0 by 120. As you can see here. So we do have our winner bracket final. That is the rematch of the Super GCS final. TH versus 120. Will the Undead get revenge there as well? Or is it the world champion who makes it through the winner bracket? In the bottom, we have WFZ versus FoCuS, which is also a very, very interesting matchup. Again, Undead versus Orc there, which is always a pleasure to watch. This will be played on March 21st. It's a Wednesday, starting at noon. And tomorrow, we have Group B. With Lin versus Infi and Life versus Romantic. If you're following the Warcraft scene, we do not need to introduce those players to you. Former world champions in Lin and Infi, and the 2 most talented players that I think that we have, together with 120 and Foggy, of course. 21 and 23 years old, Life and Romantic, the new blood of the scene, fighting against each other. That was Douyu Super League for now. But that's not it. We will continue in 12 minutes with the European scene, with the Warcraft 3 Forever Cup, and I'm gonna send you into a small break. And then we'll be right back with more action here at Back to Warcraft. Stay tuned.